to this video. This is very important topic, quartile deviation from continuous series, because sometimes it becomes so lengthy to solve in the few minutes. That is, for examination purpose, it is very important to learn as fast as possible this continuous series question. So we'll start with the question. This is the question given. This is the continuous series class interval and these are the frequency. So the first step, as usual, we are writing the formula, that is quartile deviation is equals to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. That is the formula. It means you have to calculate Q1. But before we are calculating Q1, we have to calculate cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency of this series. So we are drawing this one extra column and writing CF. So now with the help of calculator, or we can write 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 7 is 15 plus 10 is 25 is plus 12 is 37 plus 15 is 52 plus 12 is 64 plus 6 is 70 plus 2 is 72 plus 8 is 80. So 80 is the last one. It means the total of frequency should be the same, that is 80. Now we have to find that Q1. Here Q1 is n by 4 only, not n plus 1 by 4. The reason for that I have already discussed in the video of median from the continuous series. Here we are not adding 1 to this n. Now for example, this Q1, here total n is 80, so 80 divided by 4, that is 20. So the 20th item is leading to the Q1. Now we have to see that 20th item falls in which category. So it falls under this 25, under 25 category. It means the Q1 class is 30 to 40. So the class for Q1 is 30 to 40. We can here write like this. That is Q1 plus. Now you have to apply the formula for Q1, that is, in order to know the perfect value, because now here we have the value that is 30 to 40 in between, but we don't know the exact value. In order to know the exact value of Q1, we have to apply another formula, that is L1 plus n by 4 minus CF upon F into I. This is the formula. It means lower limit of this series is 30 plus n by 4. The value of n by 4 is 20 minus cumulative frequency of the preceding class. So cumulative frequency of this preceding class is 15. So 15 divided by frequency of the same class, that is 10. So we have to divide it by 10 multiplied by the class interval, that is also amount as 10. Now we have to solve this equation. 30 plus 25 minus 15 is 5 divided by 10 into 10. So here the answer comes out as 35. 35 is the value of Q1. So here in the corner we can write the value of Q1. Q1 is equals to 35. The same figure. The value of, now we'll calculate the value of Q3. The value of Q3 is same as above. It means we have to apply first, we have to find out the range, that is Q3 is 3n by 4. Here also we are not adding 1. So here 3n means here total n is 80. So 3 into 80 divided by 4. So it means this 4, 20 into 3 is a 60. So it means you have to look in the 60th item. 60th item falls under this cumulative frequency. It means your Q3 class is 60 to 70. Now we have to know the exact value of Q3. So we have to apply the same formula. That is 3n by 4 minus CF the whole divided by F. into I. Here the value of L1 is 60, so you have to write 60 plus 3n by 4 is 60, so 60 minus cumulative frequency of the same class is 64 and the previous class is 52, so we have to write preceding class, that is 52. The frequency of the same class, that is 12. 12 is the frequency of the same class multiplied by the class interval, that is 10. So here can we solve this equation? 60 plus this is 8 by 12 into 10. So 60 plus 80 by 12. So here the answer will come out as 80 divided by 12, that is 6.66. So answer comes out as 66.66. So the value of Q3 is 66.66. Now we can rub this. Now we have the value of Q1 and Q3. Now we are able to find that quartile deviation. That is Q3, the value is 66.66 minus 35 divided by 2. Here 66.66 minus 35 divided by 2. The answer comes out as 15.83. This is the value of quartile deviation. Now we have to calculate the coefficient of quartile deviation. That is Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. We have the value of Q3, that is 66.66 minus value of Q1, that is 35, divided by 66.66 plus 35.